Hello everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Teens Read, where today I'm going to be talking about another amazing series called His Dark Materials. And this series is a fascinating series that I would strongly recommend. I've referenced it in some of my previous videos, and it's just an incredibly complex book series. I wouldn't recommend it for people that are under 10 years old because it's a little bit complicated. But I would seriously recommend this to everyone else. Now, His Dark Materials is set in a different world from a different, another universe from ours that is, corresponding to ours. It's a parallel universe. And in that universe, there's this thing called dust, and that's basically the magical energy of the world that only really exists on people when they're young. Another thing in this world that's different from ours is people have daemons, and they're basically a magical companion that takes the form of an animal, and when you're younger, the animal can change shapes, because when you're older, it kind of matches your personality. And so while you're younger and your personality's constantly changing and they don't know what it's going to be, your daemon can change into a bunch of different things. But as you get older, it kind of stays in one form forever. Some of the really fascinating things about His Dark Materials is that it really ties in the possibility that this could actually be a thing in the multiverse. It actually has them visit our world. I'm pretty sure. And it's really fascinating because there's a lot of science that's mixed in with the magic. And it's really fascinating. Another thing I really love about this book series is how the daemons and the people kind of are very close to each other. Lyra and her daemon are very close friends and companions, and it's really with everyone in this world. And it's also really cool seeing the rules around when you're fighting. Like, you do not touch the other person's daemon, and that's a very strong rule that no one disobeys, because if someone's daemon dies, they die, and it's a bit easier to kill a daemon than it is to kill a person. So it's really fascinating seeing the human versus daemon relationship. Another thing I really like about this book series is how many characters there are that are, non-essential, really. They really add on to the story, but they're not actually, necessary to keep the story going. And I like that because it's just, they have so many little side stories and bits of lore and things like that that it really makes the story come to life. And it's really cool seeing that. Another of the reasons that I really like this book series is I like how many non-human or how many different types of creatures there are that interact with the main character, Lyra. So there's, gypsies, and there's the polar bears that are a whole society, and there's the northern tribes, and the river peoples, and it's really interesting seeing how she meets all of them and kind of lives among them for a while. Another thing that I really love about this book series is how there's alternate universes that they kind of dodge between, and it's really cool seeing what Philip Pullman, the author, thunk up, what he created in his mind, and then he wrote down, and it became His Dark Materials book series. It's really cool seeing how many ideas he had and how complex his ideas were. And so those are the main reasons that I would really recommend this book series. So my 5 favorite characters are Lyra's daemon, because he's a very complex character. He has a timid side, but he's also very brave at some times. He follows the rules a lot, but then sometimes he doesn't. He's a very complex character, and he has multiple sides to him, and I really like seeing that. Another of my favorite characters is the antagonist, because she's a really like sneaky character, sort of. She's kind of like a very powerful character, but not well known in the world. And it's really interesting seeing how she retains her anonymity while still influencing the world in a major way. And then I think this is my third favorite character, is the leader of the polar bears, because he's a very brave character that's always standing up for his friends and for his people, and I really like that in a character, especially in a good character, and I really value that trait in a character. I think it really makes book series a lot more interesting when you have that one adventurous character that's always willing to defend their friends. And those are the reasons that I really love this book series. So, if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And if you have any book ideas or suggestions, leave them down below in the comments, and I will make sure to check them out. Thank you for watching.